Hello S2 and welcome back to your next lesson on media analysis. So, just to remind you what we've already done, here's a look at our plan. So we've already covered things like audience and purpose, camera angles, sound and editing techniques, and over the last couple of lessons you've been working on a little bit of text creation. So last lesson you planned out some advert storyboards, and this lesson we're going to be doing a little bit of filming. Let's get started with a starter task then. So today's words from the academic word list are positive, journal and illustrate. So as always, you should copy these words out 3 times each on a piece of paper and then use the words to make a sentence of your own. Then you should take a picture of your work and add it to the box on the left hand side. So pause the video and try that now. So today we're going to be working on filming the adverts that we planned out last lesson, and hopefully it's going to be something quite fun and something that you will enjoy doing. So some of you have chosen to create an advert about an item that you have at home, something like a bag or a bike that you own. So you can record video clips for your advert if you like using your iPad, or take pictures of that item using your iPad in your home. Some of you, however, have chosen to create an advert about something that you can't film at home, and that's fine, but what you'll need to do instead is just edit together pictures that you have downloaded from the internet. So what should you be including in your advert? Well, you should aim to include as much of what is on your plan from last lesson as you possibly can. So you should try and make sure that your advert has clips that you've either filmed or pictures that you've taken yourself or from online. So try your best to include some of the camera angles that you've identified in your plan as being what you would like to include. Include a sound element as well, so you might do a voiceover recording of yourself and add some music that matches the mood from your plan as well. On-screen text and information about your product, so if you want to add any text effects or things like that, that would be fantastic as well. And try and make it a little bit creative, so there will be an opportunity for you to add in some fancy effects and transitions and filters and things like that. So the more creative that you can make your advert, the better. So over the next few slides, I'm going to show you a few steps of things that you can do that are going to make your adverts look really fantastic. So the first thing you'll need to do is add your clips or your images. So step 1 is to save the images that you want from online, or to either film your clips or take your pictures. Then you need to open iMovie on your iPad and click on Create Project and then select Movie. You need to select the images or the clips that you want to use and try and click on them in the order that you want them to appear in your advert. Then click on Create Movie at the bottom. So pause the video and do these steps now. Fab. Once you've got everything in that you need, the next step is to think about transitions. So scroll to the beginning of your film, click on the transitions icon, and you can see from the picture that I've included that it's a little button that's in between your pictures or clips. So click on that. And then at the bottom, you'll be able to choose which transition you would like. So you'll need to complete these steps for each transition in your film. So you'll be able to click on the transition icon in between each picture or in between each clip, and you can choose the same transition for every one if you'd like, or you can change it up and make them different. So pause the video and try that now. Okay, on to voiceovers. So voiceovers are a really important part of your clip, so I'd really like you to try and include at least a little bit of voiceover in your advert if you can. How to do that is that first of all you click on the microphone button. It's sort of over to the left hand side, you'll see in the image, so click that first. Then click on record when you're ready. Say what you'd like to say, and then click on accept to save your recording. Step 4 is for on-screen text. So you'll need to click on the image or clip that you'd like to add text to. Then click on tiles at the bottom and you can see that that just looks like a T in the image. Select the text effect that you'd like, and then you'll need to go back up to where you view your film and you'll see that there's a box where you can click and you can edit and type in what you'd like to say. So pause the video and have a go at adding some on-screen text. Step 5 is for adding some music. So you'll need to click the settings icon in the top right hand corner and it looks like a little cog. Turn on where it says theme soundtrack. Choose which music you would like. And then there's also above, you'll see there's an option for you to choose a filter for your advert if you would like to add a filter where it says project filter. And that will add that filter for your entire film. But if you would just like to filter a specific clip or image, you can also do that. So you click on the clip or the image that you'd like to edit, click on filters at the bottom, select the filter that you would like to use, and that will only add that filter effect to the picture or the clip that you have selected. Okay, the last step is to save your work and share it so that it can be looked at by your teacher. So when you've completely finished, click on Done in the top left. Then you'll need to click the share icon in the bottom middle of your screen, and that's the one that looks like a little box with an arrow pointing upwards. Click on OneNote. Click where it says location and then you should find your own name and your own class notes of your English OneNote. Click where it says title and then type in my whatever it is advert. So if it was on cakes, you would say my cake advert. And press send in the top right hand corner. And to check that it works, you can then come off of iMovie, you can go onto your OneNote and look for it, and you should be able to click on your advert and press preview and it should play through OneNote. Brilliant. Okay, almost finished. Just a quick reminder about your private reading project. So by now, you should have finished your reading for the private reading project and completed the appropriate notes in your OneNote. So please take a moment now to go back and check your OneNote to make sure that you have detailed notes about each of the books or stories that you have read. So remember, you were supposed to read 3 novels or 6 short stories. After the long weekend, we're going to be starting a unit of work on your final projects and working towards this as a class. So please don't start that now, but make sure that you have chosen the level of the project that you're aiming for. If you can't remember what the different levels are, you can check the content library section of your OneNote and there will be a document in there that you can look at, or remember that you can go onto the Bertha Park English YouTube channel and watch the video about the private reading project at any time. And that's the end of today's lesson. Well done, and remember to tag your teacher on Teams if you've got any questions about today's lesson.